you can see right now they're trying to make as much noise as possible to alert the owner so they have an opportunity to remove the car before it gets towed away. So you can see no one's come to collect this car and it's going to be towed away. They're just hooking up the gear now. Good morning everyone. The MMDA are out for another operation today, removing illegally parked cars, and you can see they've already got one behind us. Today I am also wearing the Transcend body cam, so it'll be interesting to see what kind of footage we can get from that. You can see right now they're trying to make noise so that if the owner is nearby they can come and move the car and just get a ticket, but if they don't claim it in time it gets towed away. And there you go, up goes the first car of the day. This is meant to be a sidewalk, it's not for parking, and that's why it's being towed away. You can see there's another one here that's parked partially over the sidewalk, but I think the owner is coming out now, so they'll just get a ticket rather than being towed away. You can see there's another one here. The trucks are honking to try and get the attention of the driver. We'll see if they come out. If they do, they'll just get a ticket, otherwise they'll get towed away. So you can see they're using the sirens, they're also using the horn of the tow trucks to try and get the attention of the driver. There's also a bunch of cars over here that are also blocking the sidewalk, so they've been doing the same here, honking, using the sirens, trying to get the attention of the drivers to come and move the vehicles before they get towed away. And you can see they are blocking the sidewalk here, so that's going to affect pedestrians, that's going to affect people with wheelchairs, and it's also going to affect traffic, because when people can't walk here, they walk in the road. And that means you know, every car has to slow down, they have to be careful not to hit you. So it does contribute to traffic and it does cause issues for pedestrians. And you can see they're just getting into place now with the truck for this one. Now you might look at this and say, well, aren't they lines for parking? They might be, but this is sidewalk. So once you block the sidewalk, that's it. Partly it's a problem with the business because, you know, they've drawn these lines here, but obviously they're not big enough, or this space isn't big enough for many cars, as you can see with this, you know, this car here, this sedan. So yeah, it is being towed away. And there you go, it's going up now. I guess the sad thing here is that this car probably could have reversed all the way up to that wall, and he probably wouldn't be blocking the sidewalk. So if he'd have parked a little bit better, he probably wouldn't have been getting towed away right now. And there goes another one. One thing I would say is they should probably paint these bars like a bright yellow color so that motorbikes and cars and stuff don't try and pass between here when they're on the road, because it's quite dark color, it might be mist. So that's my only recommendation, is to paint it bright yellow. So here's another one that's blocking the sidewalk, but the driver is here, so he'll just get a ticket instead of being towed away. And you can see there's also a sign here which says no parking, tow away zone. So there is a sign, apart from the fact that this is quite clearly a sidewalk. So Bon, what's the problem with cars parking on the sidewalk?
Well, if a car blocks a sidewalk, then the pedestrians will have nowhere to walk on than the road itself, which will eventually obstruct the flow of traffic, or could possibly put the pedestrian in danger of being hit by an oncoming traffic.
Right.
So that's the problem when you block a sidewalk. Right now, the MMDA is promoting pedestrianisation, meaning let the pedestrians have a place to walk, so that they will not form part of the traffic itself. Right. Because if pedestrians will continue to walk and use the road, yeah, they are also part of the obstruction, yeah, and they will slow or impede the flow of traffic.
And we see that every day, right? That when there's an obstruction on the sidewalk, they go in the road, and then it causes more traffic.
That's right. We've seen that in so many places in Metro Manila, like LRT TAF, when the vendors try to occupy the sidewalk and the pedestrians will have nowhere to walk, they will use the street. They will not use just one lane, they'll try to use the whole lane, right, and that will basically, well, that will put them in danger, and aside from that, they will really slow down the traffic.
Here's an example where people could use some common sense. There's some construction work going on here, and this van is unloading, and he's parked right here. But what he could have done is come further along and then parked here by the side. That would have made a lot more sense, and there is enough room here for him to park. So I don't know why he's gone there, but they're going to try and move him on as quickly as possible. So you can see right now they're trying to make as much noise as possible to try and get the attention of the owner of this car, because it's parked half on the sidewalk, and there is a sign there which says no parking also. And this is another example where if he'd have parked just a little bit better, he wouldn't have any problem, because you can see he's got enough space here. If he'd have come right close to the wall, he wouldn't be blocking the sidewalk. So, you know, he had the opportunity to park properly, but he's parked half on the sidewalk instead. So this vehicle here is about to get towed away because it's on the sidewalk. The reason why it's here is because they want to get it washed at this business, and this is one of the most complained about things. Car washes and repair shops that take up the sidewalk, they take up the road and everything like that around their business. So they're just hooking up the tow truck now. And up goes another one. And there you go, they're able to drive away with it now. As you can see right now, they're checking out this Fortuner that's parked on the side here. It looks like it's unattended, but as per the other cars, if the driver comes out in time, they'll just get a ticket. But if they don't, they'll get towed away. And it's interesting, they've actually put these bollards here, I assume to try and stop people from parking here, because these are cemented into the ground. But you know, some people just park here anyway. And as you can see, they're just preparing the ticket now. It looks like the owner is going to come out before it gets towed away. So you can see everyone's coming out running to move their cars, although they're still going to get a ticket for illegal parking. You can see this road only has 2 lanes, so when they park here like this, it can really cause a lot of congestion. You can see all these tricycles are parked on the sidewalk, motorbikes also. I'm not sure what's going to happen with them. They might be able to move them before they get a ticket and before anyone gets here. And this is one of the bikes that was on the sidewalk a second ago, but it's currently being blocked by the enforcer because they want to give it a ticket first. And you can see over here they're also dealing with the motorbikes and tricycles that were parked on the sidewalk. So here you can see that there are more cars illegally parked. Again, this is bad at the business because they put lines here as if it's okay to park, but realistically a car can't fit here without blocking the sidewalk. So they probably shouldn't put the lines there in the first place because it's just not suitable for parking. If they really wanted to let cars park here, what they could consider doing is to remove this, which is their own private property, so the cars can go further forward and then park without blocking the sidewalk. So it is possible, and they have their own property that they can use, but instead they're using the sidewalk. So this one here appears to be unattended, which means it will get towed away. And up it goes now. This one is much better. They've got a motor to raise the car instead of doing it manually. See how easy that is? They just press the button and up it goes. And there goes another car. And on to the next one. So here you can see another unattended vehicle, and the tow truck is coming into place now. They've actually been here with the sirens and the honking for over 5 minutes. So they are going to hook this one up and tow it away. And you can see this one's getting into place now also, the flatbed. Oops, bad timing. 2 guys without helmets. Here you can see a car that has red plates, and some people think that a red plate car is never going to be towed. But since the drivers left this unattended, this one is going to be towed away. And there you go, taken away, cleared from the road. And it looks like they're giving tickets to these 3 cars here also, which are parked illegally, because half the car is in the road basically. In fact, apart from half the car being in the road, the other half is on the sidewalk, so it's a double whammy really. As you can see here, this motorbike's being taken. It was parked illegally and the guy can't produce a license, a driver's license. He said, can't you just wait, I'll send someone to go and get it from home. But there's a lot of men here, they can't sit around waiting for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, so the bike is being taken away. It's quite incredible. There's a motorbike here that's parked on the sidewalk, and they're trying to give the guy a ticket and he doesn't want to give his license. Eventually he gives his license, but then they're saying like gago, calling the enforcer a jerk because they're giving him a ticket. They're saying they don't allow motorcycles to go inside the school or whatever it is here. How is that the enforcer's fault that you decided to park on the sidewalk? That's your fault, that's your responsibility, so don't get mad at the enforcer for doing his job. So what were the totals for today?
Yeah, we have total towed vehicles 11, illegal parking.
Okay.
And then illegal parking ticketed is 35.
Wow.
Obstruction is 1.
Okay.
Coding 1.
Okay.
Dress code 3. No helmet 13.
Wow, that's a lot of no helmets.
Total of 62 apprehensions.
Excellent. Good job. Thank you.